This conference will now be recorded.
Good morning, friends. Welcome to goonlinetrainings.com. The other day we have performed incremental loading with the help of lookup transformation. Once we implement incremental loading for the dimension tables, I think we have 6 dimension tables are available. So we have to perform the unit testing. So as a developer, so whatever you do, that is not a normal testing, which is unit testing that you need to perform it. So to perform the unit testing, you supposed to have a script. Clear? So how can we generate the scripts? First, you have to go to the data warehousing. So I am here. Let me take the first table. Okay, what is the first table? The first table I wanted to take policy table and generate one script. Clear? So how can we test it? You should know the simple rule. So always what happens? You have, let us say, this is your TARDIS table. This is your TARDIS database, right? You have, let us say, employee name, employee salary. Let me take the simple example, and I have one, let us say, John and 1,000, two, Ravi 2,000, right? So all the data is going to go to the staging as it is. Okay, this is what is called the staging, right? So all the data, it is going to go here as a staging. From here, this data is going to go to where? The TARDIS DW, right? So this is the same data, it is going to be going there. So this is what is called TARDIS DW. Now this is employee. Now this is employee underscore stage. Now this is dim employee, right? Now let us do some kind of a lookup as well. I have a city column. I have city Hyderabad and city Bangalore. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to implement a city of X reference table. I have city ID and we have a city column. City ID is 10. Let us say we have Bangalore and 20. We have Hyderabad and let us say we have some data like this, right? So, okay, some data. This is the reference table I have. End of the day, I have to get what is called as city ID. Okay, same data is going to be coming here, but here I wanted to perform a lookup transformation and get city ID. City ID, when you have Hyderabad here, Hyderabad and Hyderabad matches, you have to get 20 here. And Bangalore is getting matched, and you're supposed to get 10 here. Okay. So this is the data you are getting it. Now, what we supposed to do it here? So whenever you go, whatever be the rows that you should be able to get it, you understand. For example, let me take three here. Say Salman and is getting 3,000 is there in Pune. So what happens if you execute this? This data is going to be coming here as it is, right? But the problem is that you don't have Pune here. This data is getting filtered. This row is not at all going to go there. Clear? So you have to ensure that the data which you're inserting that should not get filtered. But how do you ensure? Because you have a lot of lookup columns, somewhere it is getting filtered. And when people are inserting the data, somewhere it is getting filtered. So what you need to do, you have to always take a one row. I'm going to be talking about one script. Okay, you have to take one row from the destination always. Okay, this is how you need to generate the script. Take one row from the destination. So sorry, you have to copy one row from the destination. Copied. Clear? So let me copy it into the notepad. So this is your row. Now here you should not have duplicated data. You need to increment this. Okay, you can increment this. You can give some other AAA, something like this, and whatever be the 10 that you have. 10 means what? 10 means what? Bangalore. So this is existing. So you need to write the Bangalore there. That's it. Okay, so you need not write any everything here. Whatever be the data that we have, take one row and update and use this row to insert. So definitely this row will get inserted. When you take this data and when you go and try to insert this row is going to come here. Clear? So that is how we should be able to do that. Go to the policy table. If you wanted to create one insert, so these are the data, matched data. Clear? So you take one of the data, one of the row, you can just take it out from here. You simply copy one row, whatever you would like to have. One row, you just simply copy it because this matched data, you're able to get it here. You copy one row, copy this or copy one row here and copy, and you should be able to paste it somewhere. Or you should be simply go copy with right click and copy with the headers. Now you come here, you try to copy from here. Okay. So only thing is that a master number, master sequence number, these are the business key or the primary key, right? So only these numbers you need to change. Remaining things you leave it as it is and insert the data. So now you have 003 LSEF. Now let us have this, let us make it as AA, and it is 1, you have to make it as 002. That's it. So remaining thing is as it is, you can implement and take this row and try to insert it. Don't change anything. Don't change anything. So this will be one row. You try to keep the row into Excel sheet. Okay. And with the help of Excel sheet, you should be able to insert into the TARDIS table. Clear? So this is how you should be able to create insert script. It's very, very simple. Remaining data, you don't change it. Only one thing that you need to change it, this row. Clear? So branch ID, this one, that one, if you wanted to change, what is this? Because after matching something, we're able to get some data, right? So I think these things you need to change it. So as we changed these columns, right? So Bangalore, you take the 10 or 20, and because here we will get the 10, right? So that same 10, you just go there and get this data. So now you go, what are the lookups we have done it that already you know it. Okay, go to that. And instead of this, you need to insert only those values, broker ID or whatever you have it. Change those values and make the script ready. So this is the easiest thing that you should do it. Okay, but you need to do some kind of a circus. What are the lookups you have implemented? Only those columns you need to change it, and remaining things will be as it is. When you go to the source table, let me go to the source now. This is my source table. Now take one row, copy with the headers, and you keep it here. So this is the easiest way that you can do it. Okay. So you check and where is it is getting, issues. Okay. Now this is perfectly fine. This is perfectly fine. And where the columns are not getting mismatched. So you have to say product ID we have and product status code you have. Okay. So these are the things that you need to check it out. Year of account you have and master product code you have. All these things you have to insert the data in this order only. Clear? You have to take this data and you try to put this data into this. Take this data and put into this. Clear? And that's it. And take this row and try to insert it there. That's it. But you need to do some circus, but data you supposed to take it from the destination table. Clear? And you insert the data here. So remaining columns, you can just put insert at -1, whatever you would like to have it, you can have it there. But otherwise, this is the data you can simply copy and paste it there. So that will be the better thing. So that this row compulsorily will go to the destination. If you don't take any row from the destination, if you're trying to insert some data, you don't know where it is going to getting filtered. Clear? So copy one row from here and from the source table and copy one row from the destination table. Use the destination table row and copy it here and try to change the data here. This is the easiest way that we can do it, and we can create one script. Okay, you can say insert for policy, you can have like this. So you can have one more script for insert currency, you can have one row here. Okay, you can have one more row for insert. Okay, insert for policy coverage. That's it. So what we do is that we create a small package, and using that package we are going to be inserting this row. Only one row you should have. We have to insert this row into TARDIS table. That will be the easiest way. Clear? So you do like that. So you copy, you take one row from the dest destination and try to adjust this. So that is the easiest thing that you can do. And don't use these things. It will be very problem for you. So always, have a Excel sheet and make you delete all these things. Only have this and this. Clear? So, and this row will get inserted into the stay, TARDIS with the help of one more SSH package. You create a small SSH package only to load this, this data into this. Okay. Then next time we'll run the same package, but now we're going to be using this sheet. The next time we're going to be using this sheet. So all inserts, just keep it there. That is the easiest way that you can do. For the update also, what you do, you have to always go to, remember this. For update also, you have to go to always a go to destination table. You take what is the business key. This is not the business key. This is the business key, right? This is the business key. So what column I can update? So the update statement, I think you would have written year of account, domicile, something we can update. So you take one row from here. So take this and this. You say copy with headers. Now you write where master number is equals to in single quotes this, you put it there, and end master sequence is equals to this. So you have to take one row from the destination always. Remember this, not from the source. Now you take what is that you would like to update. You would like to update, let us say, this one I would like to update. You always, or you want to update domicile. So take this. The first you write the column like this, domicile. So end start. So when you execute this, so domicile is US01. So you take the same row, copy, and go here. And what you do here, instead of a dimension, I say simply a policy. Clear? So now when you execute this row, you should be able to get ESC. Now, you simply write the script here. It's very, very simple. Update what? Policy. Now you set domicile. Okay, is equivalent to, let us say, ha ha ha, something like this we can say, and where for the same thing. So update script is ready for me. Okay, where I am updating. So you need to have one insert script and one more update script that we can do it within fraction of seconds. Clear? And I would like to do it for revenue type as well. Simply you can have, one is for domicile, you can update it, and yeah, reference number, a reference year number, you have one more column, reference year something is there, you can also update. So this column also you can update in one more. Okay, for the same thing you try to also update this. Okay, you put star, right? So these things we can update and check it out. So one updation we have done for this. For the same thing, you could also do it for year of account. Okay, so this will be 2020. For the same guy, you can update. Okay, so one update and second update. Now you take the same query and always you have to copy it and go to the destination and copy and paste is only one thing that you need to change here, dimension dot policy. That's it. Okay, so script is ready. So now you execute and check. So you here you had ESA and 2014. After updating it, you have to get this. This is also one more script that you need to write. So update. So policy table, it is updated. Now let me remove. Okay. So this is update for policy. Scripts are ready. You update, then the second table. This is the first table update. Okay. You can say first update policy. Like that, we can fastly do it for the second table. Second table is what? Revenue type. So first you go to here, and where is the revenue type? You take it and you try to execute this. You take one row from here and remember what is the primary key in this. Okay, you need to take the business key or the primary key. What is the business key in this? Let us understand. In the ETL mapping document, when you go, you will be able to get revenue type, transaction type, policy section, policy coverage, revenue, right? So this is the one. So what is the business key? Business key is this. The revenue type code is the this one. So you need to take revenue type code in the where class. Okay, na? So revenue type code in the where class. So this is the business key. You have to take always where and take one thing you should be able to update. So type code equals to you take one. Okay, you don't have much data here, right? Simply go there and try to take only one row, and for this you need to update what all you can update. You can update this or you can update this. So take one or two columns and try to update and check whether it is happening or not. Take one you know data and with the business key in the where class. Okay, that is what very very important. Like that you have to take the same script and go here, and the second you know scripts you can talk simply, you can remove the dimension and what is that you would like to update. So that is what you have to know. I wanted to update this and this, sorry, this you should not update, this and this you should not update. Write those things, that's it, and put same where clause. Okay, only for this you have to update it. Like that, creating update scripts will be very very easy. Remember, always you should go to the destination table and get one row. For example, if you take a premium table, or if you take, sorry, these are the factor tables, right? When you have a policy coverage table, so you have so much of data. What is that I should update? So what is the business key that you should understand? Policy coverage. Let me go here. What is the policy coverage here? So you have to go to ETL mapping document, policy coverage. The business key will be coverage key. Now you need to go coverage key. This is the business key. Now you need to say always. So this is the one, the next one for you. And the policy coverage when executed. So this is the business key. Take one, copy with headers, where. Okay, coverage key is equivalent to this. For this only you can execute, you can do something. So you can execute. So probably minimum deductible, maximum deductible, right? Or coverage title. So you can have something. You can, you can, change this. So you can have whatever you would like to execute. Write the column here itself, coverage title, and put star. So this is your code. Copy this. Go to the source. Now next one is coverage, right? So here, going to be writing the same thing. Now only thing is that remove this. Now you see what is the coverage type here. See, now it is not there. Coverage key. Do we have any? Coverage key as it is has to come, right? Why it is not coming? Let us take any other thing.
For coverage, it is
Let me
sir,
take
it is
any
in
other thing.
Excel, sir.
What is that? Okay, it is not here. Okay, now you go to Excel and change it there. So go to Excel, wherever this Excel, you modify it there. So I have my Excel here, and you go to Excel here and you try to modify it. You look for this number, some number you try to take it. So what is the number? I'm trying to get it. So this is the number, Control C, because this is available in the destination. Let me go, not here. Let me go here. This is available in the destination. Take this number, Control C, and come to the source. Okay, Control find, Control V. So this is the one you need to update it. So let me make it. So somewhere I have to. change this. Some row I wanted to change this. Let me make something. Okay. So I may have a base amount I would like to have. Let us say 8,000, something like this. You can have something and try to save and run the package. Clear? So you should see what is the value for the base premium amount and what is the current value. Like this, you should be able to create this kind of scripts very, very easily. But make sure that all updates you need to have in a single script. So you create update scripts like this. Update for policy, update for the second table is revenue type. Okay. So you take one where clause and always you go to the destination table and get one business key from there and try to look, because if you have 1,000 rows in the source and if you take one row, for example, many people what they do, they're trying to go here and they will be trying to update this. Okay, they will be trying to update this as BBB, but the problem is that this is not getting, for example, if it is a Delhi, if it is something else, let us say Pune, this is not going to go at all. This value is not going to go at all. So when I say this value will come here, and afterwards, because of the lookup, this value will not go at all. But what you do, you try to go and try to update. So it will come to the staging, that is fine. After that, it is not getting filtered because Hyderabad is fine, and Bangalore is fine, and you don't have the data here. So this row from here, it is not going to come. Clear? So never take any row randomly here and don't try to update. We are not sure whether this row is going to go to the destination table or not. Okay. So remember this, because it may filter anywhere. So we are not sure because we know that only these two rows are going to go there. Now what you do, you take employee ID as a business key, take one of these rows. Okay. You take employee ID is 2 and update for this guy. Say Ravi, say some blah blah blah. You update this, or you also update this. So when you update this, this data already gone, right? You take only this and come here and update, and go this and go here and update. So that is the logic. So never take one row here and try to update and look for the updates, because this row is getting filtered in the in middle. Clear? So this row not at all coming to the destination, but you're trying to update this row and you will be losing this row somewhere. Clear? So always you take one of the row from the destination table and you copy, and you make insert script ready with that, and you make update script ready with the destination table data only. Am I clear? So you need to have simply one Excel sheet you create, Mukta and everybody. Clear? So using this Excel sheet, you can insert a couple of, not only one. You can insert, at least 2 to 3 rows, and we will run this package. We will create one separate package. We will run and we will insert these 3 rows. Clear? And we try to execute the other packages so that we can easily test it. For updating, you can have a SQL scripts like this. So we can update one by one like this. The scripts are ready. We can go here. You can also make the scripts ready. You can simply execute immediately. Clear? So that is what you people should do it. So always take what? Always take a destination tables data and try to change the data according to the TARDIS columns. Clear? So if you do that, so you need not invest or you need not waste much more time for the unit testing. This is a trick. Clear? Thank you guys. But definitely unit testing is very, very important when you submit your packages for review. So there is two things is going to be happening. One is called code review. Code review means whether package is properly prepared as per the requirement document or not. This is code review is going to be done by the seniors. Then you have to perform the unit testing and you need to take the screenshot. So this is the script I have ran it, and this is what it is happening. I have tested. You need to either record a video or you have to record a screenshot. Clear? So the people will see, this is what he has done it, and this is what is happening. This is what he has done it. This is what is happening. You can record a video for all this, unit testing for policy, 2 minutes video. Unit testing for the policy coverage, 2 minutes video. Unit testing for the policy coverage, 1 2 minutes or 1 minute video, you switch on the video and try to do that, so people can easily see. You can submit these videos to the your boss, or you can have the screenshots also. So we used to give a lot of screenshots to our superiors whenever we were submitting our packages to our superiors. Clear? Compulsorily people would ask you, have you done the unit testing? If yes, show me the proof. Now you can tell, sir, this is the video, you just watch it. I have inserted this. Now see, now executed a TARDIS, now executed stage, now executed data warehouse. So this row is appearing there. That's it. Then that's it. The unit testing is done for that. So not only one record, probably you may be inserting 2 to 3 records. Clear? So like that. Yeah. But I'm asking you to prepare one insert and at least 1 or 2 updates. Clear? So this you should do it without fail. Any questions?
This conference will now be recorded.
Many people are not sure while doing incremental loading or delta loading, what data needs to be updated. I told you clearly, you should not update any ID columns. You should not update any business columns or business rows or business key columns. You should not update any uh, default values. Okay, but if you wanted to know clearly, only one thing is you should do. You have to open your ETL mapping document. Clear? And go to the first table, dim policy, and now these are the business roles. I told you, you should not update business keys. So these two columns should not get updated. So these have to be there in the where clause. And all lookup columns and this column should not get updated, right? So only you need to update these two columns. So you can have these two columns need to be updated, year of account and reference number, because it is not a lookup or no default here, right? So nothing is available, so you can update these two columns. People also in the TARDIS also, they are going to be updating only this record. So now you should not update this, and the default values also should not touch. And the next column you can update a domicile, and the next column inception date and expiry date. Clear? So these are the columns you have to update it, and the default values you should not touch it, and all the lookup columns you should not touch it. So in the dimension policy, you need to have year of account, master reference number, and a domicile, and inception date, expiry date. Clear? And these you should not touch. These are part of the every table. Date created, date expired, and these you never touch. Date created, date expired, date updated, current yn source system id, these you never touch. Okay, these are available in all data warehousing tables. So what are the columns you need to update? Means you have to simply come to dim policy and don't touch. Okay, don't take any lookup columns, don't take any default value columns. Now let me go to dim policy section. So here what columns I have to update. Now you have to come to here, and you should not touch this column. Section key, you should not touch policy id, and section long name. These columns you can update. Clear? Section long name, signed line percentage, signed order percentage, writing order percentage, and you should not touch this. You should not touch this. And section title, yes. Section sequence, yes. So this you can update. So these two you can update, and these four you can update. That's it. And a data created and all these things are available in all the table. You should not touch them in your update. Clear? So in this table we have total 6 columns to be there, and you need to update. In the where clause you need to write where section key equals to that one. Okay, this has to be there in the where clause. This you need to put it in the update statements. Clear? So if you go to dim policy coverage, now you should not touch this, you should not touch this, you should not touch. Remaining columns are these. So these columns only you have to use them in the update. What are they? Min deductible, max deductible, coverage sequence, coverage title, and these are the fields which are available in all the dimension table. Don't do anything. So only 4 you need to update them, and where coverage key equals to something. Clear? So this will be there in the where clause. Now, so what columns you need to update it means these are the things. Go to dim transaction type. Here only this one is a business key, and this is the only one column it has it. Okay, and these are data created, and this should not touch. Clear? Only one column you have. This has to be there in the your update statement while performing incremental loading. Am I clear? Dim revenue. Dim revenue. What is the business key? Business key is this. Okay, so you should not touch this, but remaining columns are only these two, and this is where you need to perform the updates, and these are normal columns every table has. So your ETL mapping document is very, very important. Your ETL mapping document is very, very important for each and everything. What is the business key? What is the lookup, and what kind of a requirement you need to perform on the, ETL means everything is available in this. So dim currency. So you should not do anything here. Then you have only one column. So this is what you need to update it. Clear? Create date, update date, batch ID. All these are, don't touch them. There is extra column that is available here, but don't touch it. Okay. So now you have fact premium, fact limit, fact deduction. So fact tables are not allowed to perform the incremental loading. No, no update is going to be happening in the fact table. Remember this. Okay. For example, you go to the Amazon.com and you buy a product. Okay. Or you go to the uh, bank and you withdraw the cash. So when you withdraw the cash, there is a one, account number 101, and say cash deposit of 10,000 will happen. But actually, you did not get the data from the ATM machine. So what happens? So they don't delete the row. What they do? Immediately, cash withdrawal would have happened because you're trying to take the cash. So when you again go back, if you don't get the cash immediately, it will get reversed. Reverse means there is an insert is going to be happening. Clear? So in the fact tables, you never update anything. You only either insert, only and insert. That's it. There is no update is going to be happening in the fact tables. For example, you purchase the product in the Amazon. So customer ID, say product ID, so quantity sold, okay, and the sales amount. Clear? Product one, customer one bought one product amount $1,000. Now you did not like the product. What happens immediately? Immediately you're going to be returning it. When you return it, they don't delete this row. What they do is that they'll say same customer, same product. They'll say -1, and they say -1,000. Clear? So that is what they're going to be doing it here. They never update. They never delete any row. This is what is called you have purchased. This is what is called the customer return the product. Clear? So that is what. Or you paid 1,000. Whatever be the reason that they are giving 500 to you, they will be writing like this. So they will be giving like -500 to you. This is how they'll be having. They never go. They will not override this value. Clear? So they will always will have insert. Clear? So all factor tables will not have update statement at all. You go to a banking system or you go to Amazon.com. You buy a product, there is insert. You cancel the product, there is one more insert. You swipe the credit card, one insert. The credit card is again returned. Whatever be the reason, whatever be the amount that is swiped. Clear? So if it is a declined means it will get credited into your account. So there is no delete or there is no update. Try to understand all factor tables always going to be having only inserts, only inserts, only inserts. No updates are going to happen in the factor tables. Clear? Remember this point as well. But updations are going to be happening. For example, you have changed your mobile number. You're going to be modifying your address or your mobile number. So dimension tables, you will have inserts and you will have updates. And you can also have deletions. But in the other tables, in the factor tables, you have only updates. updations, only insert. You take all the data and load it to the destination, because the source is not going to be taking the updates at all. Always inserts, always insert. You take the cache, there is an insert. That the cache did not come, there is immediately one more insert saying that it is reversed. Clear? So there is no update, there is no delete, always insert and insert and insert. Clear? So that's how the fact tables are created. And normally what we do, all the data we are going to be taking from the fact table, and we are going to be linking. And only dimension tables will have incremental loading. Fact tables will have always a full loading. That's what I told you, right? And fact tables will not have any kind of a updates at all, because source will not allow any updates, only inserts. No updates at all in the fact table. But updates can be happened in the source only for the customer table, product table. So these are called dimension tables or master tables. There, the the insert, update, delete can happen, not to the fact tables. Remember this. Clear? So in incremental loading, we should not have factor premium, factor limit, and factor deduction. Yeah. Okay.